because we have a question that does beg answers from both of them, from Simon Van Wyck.
The NBN was going to be a cornerstone investment in the country's infrastructure to drive this innovation ecosystem that we've talked about, but also in the information economy. And under the tutelage of the Prime Minister, we've seen the broadband speeds in Australia go from being 30th in the world to now 60th in the world. So I'd like to know why the government talk about wanting innovation, but seem to be actively undermining the actual ecosystem that was going to drive some of that innovation, particularly outside the capital cities.
Can you put your hand on your heart and say that fibre to the home is not the ideal way to deliver the NBN?
Well, Tony, I was making a very simple point. Of course, I would love people to have the world's best internet, but there's no point saying to them, wait another 5 or 6 years.
You were talking earlier about doing it
But I'm saying that's the premise of the starting point of the conversation.
No, it isn't actually. How could that be the starting point of a conversation about building infrastructure?
Let me make this very simple point. If you come to the family in Caboolture, that was, up until a few weeks ago, excluded from this conversation, excluded from participating in this broader innovation agenda when it comes to internet connectivity, and saying to them, yes, you can have a great internet connection, but can you wait 6 years for it to be rolled out? That's not good enough as a country for me. Now, if we could go back and we could redesign the system, of course you wouldn't roll it out the way that it's been done. I mean, a government monopoly that's very expensive, you wouldn't do it. I was in southwestern WA the other day in a very small town. They had a gigabyte download speed. That had been rolled out at a fraction of the cost that NBN Co would do. Of course, it was a private provider. They were creating animation movies for the Chinese marketplace. There's no way that NBN Co would have been doing those things as a government-owned monopoly, but we can't redesign that system. So what we've done, I'll just quickly say what we've done.
Let's hear from some other panellists. And to be fair, I should go to Ed Husic first.
Well, we're going to have an ideas boom after we get through the buffering, basically. I mean, we're going to go to an election based on a thing that not many people talk about, the ABCC, but we're not going to go to an election talking about the things people really want to see done, the NBN. And we need to see, a change from when Malcolm Turnbull took over as Comms Minister, we were ranked 30 in terms of broadband speeds, and now we're ranked at 60. Most people would be demoted with a record like that, and he got promoted to Prime Minister. And it's not good enough. If you need to see, if we talk about innovation being a national effort, we need to see everyone involved, all hands on deck, and we need the regions involved. But we can't get them involved if our broadband speeds and our broadband availability is at what it's at. And so we do need to, and I think this is what a lot of communities are asking for. They want to see better broadband access, better speeds, but importantly, that we can use that to change economic opportunities. See, the thing is, the Coalition tried to portray the NBN, when they couldn't destroy it, as just something that would enable Netflix to happen quicker. When in actual fact, it would allow for regions, and I feel really strongly about the fact that we need to broaden our innovation effort to involve the regions, that they could see economic opportunity by keeping their young people local, by seeing new enterprises form, and that distance would no longer disadvantage them or keep them out of economic activity. We need the NBN, and we need to get it fixed way better than what we're having at the moment, double the cost, not meeting the targets, and people being left behind as we see other countries catapult ahead of us on broadband speed.
Let's hear from our innovation experts on this. And Michael, what did you